I don't recognize the city. You know, other countries put in little seeds and they get flowers or mushrooms or trees. Here they put in seeds and you get 30-story buildings. And you can feel, certainly, the electricity of activity. Good morning.
I may introduce you the chairman of the Central Control.
I was invited by the Beijing Music Festival.
Professor Wang Zizhao, the president of Central Conservatory of Music.
Not only was it exciting to be back, but it was the 20th anniversary of the filming of Mao to Mozart. I was invited to hear the students of the Central Conservatory of Music in Beijing. Obviously, what was really interesting for me was to hear what had developed after this opening to the West with the young people in China. This is not a master class.
这不是一个大师班，
This is not a class.
也不是一个上课。
I am not here to teach these young people how to play whatever they're playing.
我来这里呢，不是向这些年轻人来讲，
I'm not interested in how to play,
我不是对那个如何演奏，我不是特别感兴趣。
but why.
为什么呢？而是为什么？不是如何演奏，而是为什么来演奏这个。
Why do you want to be a musician? Okay. But yeah, ta 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 dum bum. I hear dum ba bum ba bum bum, and I don't hear oh do 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 yeah ba 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 ba. I don't hear you sound frightened. Brahms is pulling. It's not da da ordinary
不是这
notes.
个一般的那种音符，
It is a sound from the inside out.
这也是一种内心的东西。
In 20 years, there has been an enormous change in China. And now there are many young people playing chamber music who before were only playing the violin. Of all the ways to make music, chamber music is the single most demanding discipline,
是这所有音乐中，室内乐是要求最为
where you have to control your own instrument but join in with others.
很大。
That's why, for me, chamber music is the greatest teacher. Now, don't look at the music. What is the marking of the movement?
这个乐章标记是什么？
因为它是中等的快板，所以不能让人感觉到快。
Moderato allegro。
It's not moderato, it's molto.
是 molto， 不是
Molto means much, very
非
much.
常是什么
You
呢
are setting the tempo.
是你来设定这个节奏速度的。
This is written fortissimo.
这地方是 fortissimo，
Pa, 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 pa. yeah, ta 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 ta. You make it sound like a little etude practicing in the morning to warm up.
早上起来练拉练曲一样。
Yeah, pa 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 pa. Yeah, pa 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 pa. It's not written for piccolos. It's written for trombones, trumpets, bassoons, clarinets, and oboes. Everybody, and horns, French horns also.
它可以，
Because she has it in the left.
这可以是长号、小号、大，甚至圆号都可能是。
But it's not the question of noise or sound. It's the character again. I keep coming back. The character of the piece, agitato.
这个曲子性格是一个 agitato，
agitato
它的这个特点
To be in his voice
是用他的声音来说话，用门德尔松的声音来说话，
from the score.
是来自这个谱子谁的声音？
That all three of you
你们三个人
are involved with every note. There are no careless notes,
音都是重要，都是美的，
only careless musicians.
只有那种怎么说呢？就是那种音乐家，就是不在意，就是。
We heard three young performers who had been in the original film 2 decades ago. How much had they learned and developed since that first visit? Pan Chang is now a professor at the Beijing Conservatory.
当时斯登先生来中国带来了很多的关于西方音乐的一些真谛，还有一些见解，我觉得一直伴随着我这20年的成长。
Vera Tzu is the concert mistress of the Hong Kong Philharmonic.
其中有 Mr. Stern 先生，所以他在他访问20年前访问中国以前呢，我们都对他这个演奏跟他这个风格，就是已经可以说比较听得最多的应该是他的录音。
And Wan Zhen, cellist, has begun a major career all over the world.
我走到房间里，突然看见有一个人穿了一个大红的衬衫，那时候我们中国人穿都是灰色的，很少有一个人穿大红衬衫。然后他那个眼镜架在头上，也很奇怪的样子。
You were so surprised.
No, I was very scared when I first saw him.
Skip.
This is violinist Hong Ying-ho, who also played in Mao to Mozart.
Was it somewhere I heard this piece before?
No, yeah, that's what I played in the movie. But I think
From the movie? Which one?
I think I played better. You know, when
In
I
the
was
movie?
little. Yeah, maybe.
It's possible.
Thank you very
Sorry.
much. That's a lot of confidence.
But today, the rehearsal I heard you play was really good.
Thank you very much. Okay. What were you playing in the movie? Actually, I don't remember.
Tartini Sonata. But people know me not
Which-
playing the violin anymore. They just only know me but singing Tartini. So
Yes,
it's a new version.
I remember you were singing. Yes.
It's quite unique. It's singing version.
And here she is 20 years ago.
That's all right. That's all right. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Beautiful. Now start it once more and play it as if you were singing it. Ah, good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. That's all right, you see.
You did something that's so difficult because for us, it's impossible for us to sing in public because actually we're very
Neither do
shy,
I.
you know. I mean, it's easy for Mr. Stern just to shout, to sing, and to make a speech in public, but for us, it's just more difficult.
You're also musical. It's a pleasure listening to you. But I feel that you want to go up, and you're still holding back. Don't be afraid of it. Go with it. Ta-da-yum, pa-da-da-da-dum, ta-da-da-da-dum. I don't hear the entrance with clarity. I don't hear articulation. Yum, pa-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
这地方每个音要清楚，每个音听不清楚它这地方。
Yes. Now you know. Why don't you do it yourself?
你自己是弄的，自己为什么他说你才能做出来？为什么你自己没有意识到把它做出来呢？
What you're doing now, you do very naturally.
你现在做的很自然，很好。
And it's not wrong. You play so well. There's no reason you cannot do anything you want. Just be a little freer, okay? You're really very gifted. But get to know the score and play as if you were writing the score, not just your lines. I don't hear that you know each other's playing quite yet well enough, okay?
Thank you very much.
See you later on. Oh, right there.
In China, we have nothing the tradition. So people must, I think, they must go out to study to live. This is most important, because the technique we can study, but the life if we can't study the life, we only can live in.
Beijing has evidently become a capital. It's a whole life's change. Now there are 5 million cars and 10 bicycles. And everybody's going every which way. No, there's an enormous sea change here. Beijing Central Philharmonic is playing Mozart's Overture to the Magic Flute, conducted by my son David Stern, who had been here with my family 20 years ago.
Bravo. Beautiful.
I would like to ask David Stern a question. Do you remember the first time you encountered music?
I think I was probably in the womb listening to rehearsals. And I think that it was definitely my first encounter. Still in my mother's stomach. Where the entire family would be brought from one rehearsal to the next. And that was the beginning of my education. It was a very good seat. Watch him. I saw Maestro Lee Delon wheeled onto the stage. In the earlier visit,
we had already developed a great affection for each other. It was so good of him to make this huge effort to come, to be there, to work together. We are playing the same Mozart concerto that we played 20 years before in the original film. Two notes even. Not bad. And then separate. No.
这个 crescendo 千万不要起得过早。
而是他呢是处在一个欧洲变化的时期，他是先锋，就得到。
Well, it is my view that Mozart already got rid of the feudalist society and entered into a new stage of social development, which is capitalism.
我那时候讲什么话都得有政治啊，是不是？当然我的话也不是说就是错误的，就是老是从这个角度看问题，而不从这个音乐本身它有很多就是政治虽然很好，他没有天才也不行了。莫扎特是真正的天才，他说那句话是说我的心里的话，可是他座位好像跟我不同的观点提出来了。
For me,
对我来说，
the violin must be part of the body,
小提琴是身体的一部分，
like another arm.
像另外一个胳膊一样。
I also have a little secret. Foam rubber, it's called.
You take this, and you take a pair of scissors, and you cut it so that this becomes comfortable. Each one has to try and see how much. You can use one more than most because you have a long neck. Why did he write pam pam? Like I must, ich muss, I have to. Not ha ha. If you're going to play phrases, da ya da da ya da da, ba breathe.
要呼吸，这地方要换气。
You can never make a phrase without breathing. Pam 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 pam. He tells you where he's going. It's like one of the Three Musketeers, you know, and with a sword. Don't throw it away.
不要把这些都扔掉。
Enjoy. You have to make it feel that it's coming from here, from inside.
从内心发自内心。
It's so wonderful, this harmonic change.
这个和声。
And you have a forte and a crescendo going in. You're going there. The diminuendo comes later.
对，这个降振是到后边才出现的。
You understand what I mean about looking at a score and seeing how he put it together, and how the whole 16 measures becomes one idea, and how you have to use your body and all you can do with your bow to make this come out of the paper and into me as if I was seeing the score right here, as if we were building a building that I could see right here out of the notes. And then you'll be free to make music.
然后就来在演奏音乐的时候就会更为自由。
See you tomorrow. Thank you. Their playing is actually much better than it was 20 years ago, by far. Music gives them an opportunity to express themselves individually, which sometimes the society doesn't. And you open the door a little bit and they come right with you. They're getting there. Do you have a girlfriend?
那你有没有女朋友
Yes.
Yeah?
有的。
You do? Good. Now, when you play da, 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 suppose you were trying to tell your girlfriend something very special.
在拉这个地方的时候，你要想，你跟你朋友说一个非常独特的话语，在对她说。
That's what I have to hear from you.
这是我希望从你听到的，听到从你来发出的声音。
It's not just another note or another measure in the Brahms quartet. Give me a violin.
把琴给他。
There's a difference between. Do you want to say this? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? All the same note. But what do you want to say with it? That's a very threatening.
这个很恐
And you
惧的这种感觉。
doesn't mean
这就
anything.
一点意义没有。
But you have to come.
如果这样的话呢，就有意义。
I have to hear this. I have to hear this passion.
要听到这种激情，要听到这种。
There's only one word that I can use for it.
只对这个只能用一句话来说。
Involvement.
一定要全身心的参与进去。
I have to hear you involved with it.
要听到
you
全身心的在。
Here. Every note is your life.
每个音都要有生命力，都是你的，就是也是自己的生命吧。
We have to feel that every note is to you an important part of that moment that you're living. Being a musician is not a profession, and it's not just a job, and it's not something occasional. It's the totality of your life and your devotion to something in which you believe profoundly. And you have to believe in order to make other people believe. Music is not important for creating musicians, it's creating a civilized society. The sooner we realize that strength, the better it will be for the future. I look forward to being a part of that for as long as I can live.